Like I said previously, we will be leaving the tram several times. At that time, guys, when I call you back to the tram, if you would do so, find that same seat, we'll just help expedite the tour. 60 minutes goes real quick out here, guys. So we'll be going through some gated areas, so please keep your hands in your feet and your nose and your toes. I want you guys to take home everything that you came with. All right, at this time, I'd like to start talking to you about the construction of our track. Construction started in November of 1957. It was completed in time for the running of that inaugural Daytona 500, as well as the first race here at our speedway in February of 1959, with a little over 41,000 fans in attendance. Now guys, the first thing I'd like to talk to you about is right here to my right. These are our first sets of tunnels. It was constructed in 1958. As you can tell, guys, the clearance is only 7 feet 6 inches. But back then, we did not have the large car haulers, the large RVs, and the buses that happen to come through here nowadays. Matter of fact, back then, those race car drivers would turn on their cars right in here to the parking lot, unload them, drive them right on through those tunnels, and right onto the track. Now guys, any given year, we'll have somewhere around 240 to 260 events here at our speedway. I'd like to name a handful of them. In January, we have that great Rolex 24 hours endurance race. In February, we have Speed Weeks, followed by that great Daytona 500. In March, we have several events. If you guys are not familiar with Daytona in March, we have an event here called Bike Week. What that consists of is where Daytona and the surrounding area gives the keys of Daytona to bikers for 10 days. We also participate in that event too. We happen to have the super bikes. They come out and pick up the whole 3.5 miles of our race. We also happen to have a couple areas that they do dirt bike racing. One of them happens to be in our infield stretch, our front stretch. They bring in around 340 to 360 dump truck loads of dirt, and they set up what we call our Ricky Carmichael Center. Also, we happen to have a quarter-mile dirt track. We also use that for our motorcycles just as well. We also have the event here, guys, called the Turkey Rock Run. If you're not familiar with that event, it's one of the largest car shows / vending shows here in Central Florida. If you guys happen to have a hot rod or an antique car and you guys are looking for a party, it's a pretty strong possibility you will find that car here. Up and coming in August, we're going to have a Wawa 250, followed by that great Coca-Cola Zero 400. Now, in November, during the weekend of Thanksgiving, we have that turkey round game show up again. Now, guys, that is the largest car show / vending show in Central Florida. Matter of fact, it is so large, it takes up our whole 180 acre infield. And guys, by the way, we have a total of 500 acres altogether. In December, we have 3 events here. The first one is a triathlon, the first weekend of December. I'll talk to you a little bit more about that a little later. We also have an event all during the whole month of December up until after the first weekend of the new year. It's called the Magic of Lights. What that consists of is about an hour drive-through Christmas light show that you guys happen to use your own vehicle. And while you're on that tour, guys, you happen to tune into a certain radio frequency that they happen to have set up. You can actually listen to Christmas music throughout that tour. And in the last weekend of December, we have our World Karting Association. That happens to be a local. I'll talk to you a little bit more about that a little later. At this time, guys, I'd like to play a short message from 3-time winner of the Daytona 500, Mr. Jeff Gordon.
Hi, this is 3-time Daytona 500 champion Jeff Gordon. I'm pleased to welcome all of you to Daytona International Speedway. Nearly 60 years ago, a small-town auto mechanic named Bill France Sr. dreamed of creating a racetrack that was bigger, faster, and more exciting than any before it. In the ensuing decades, his belief and big dreams transformed Daytona International Speedway into the world's center of racing. Synonymous with names like Petty, Earnhardt, and Allison, Daytona International Speedway has captured the imaginations of the millions who have set foot on these hallowed grounds. Now, Bill Francis' dream has taken yet another step forward with the reimagination of this American icon, blending the modern amenities that today's sports fans demand with the heritage that race fans expect from Daytona. As 2016 saw the closest finish in the history of the Great American Race, it not only conjured memories of Johnny Beauchamp and Lee Petty's three-wide photo finish in the inaugural 1959 Daytona 500, but reminded race fans everywhere that a reimagined race experience hadn't changed the core of what Bill France envisioned decades ago. Welcome to the World Center of Racing.
Alright guys, besides those handful of grips I was talking to you about a little earlier, as you can take a look to my right, we also have some outdoor shows. Right now we're having our RV show. We also have boat shows. So if you guys are interested in getting into the boating industry or the RV industry, or you want to trade in an older boat or an older RV, you get online, find out where there is, and come out and get you a real good Daytona International Speedway ride.
That would be fun though, I ain't gonna lie. I have to put my phone up. You going on the track now?
Sincere. I wish you were here, Sincere, but this is everything.
Almost got the keys.
Gates opening. I said, wish you could have been here, Sincere. But hey,
Alright guys, as we are passing
next time you'll
the
come.
stage area, I'd like to direct your attention to in front of us. And soon to be to my left, have one of our four Sunoco spatter stands. We happen to have one on each one of our four corners. And Sunoco is a proud sponsor of all of our fuels that we happen to use here at our speedway. Now guys, as I pass this spatter stand, if you look at the very top, you're going to notice that's a two-piece sign. And sandwiched in between those two pieces happens to be a spotter's chair. Now their job happens to be, during the course of our races,
This
look at the surface of the track for any debris or liquids that may be formed on the track, therefore causing a yellow. So once those guys climb up in that seat, they've got a pretty big job ahead of them. If you continue looking to my left, guys, you're going to notice our Daytona flat track. That happens to be a quarter-mile dirt track. We use that in March for our motorcycles, as well as in December for our go-karts.
When it used to be dirt.
Now, if you guys happen to love to go camping, and you love NASCAR, right here to my left, it's probably a place for you guys. This is the largest of our camping areas. Matter of fact, we have 7.5 acres to accommodate you guys. I think it'd be a blast to come out here, hang out with a bunch of other NASCAR fans for 3 days, and take in some real good racing. Next to my left, you'll see a large structure. This is our official entrance. We get into our infield. That's right up here. Construction started in 2004 and was completed that same year. That doesn't sound like a very big deal, does it? Well, guys, during that same year, we had 3 hurricanes that come sweeping through this infield, did a whole lot of damage. But nevertheless, construction was finished on time. Our tunnel is 500 feet in length, made up of 95 separate pieces of prefab concrete panels. Once we get down to the bottom, our maximum height will be 13 feet 6 inches. So we can accommodate those large car homes, the large RVs, and the buses That happened to come through here nowadays. Now guys, at this time I'd like to start talking to you about the vision that Mr. Bill Frank Sr. had for his track. He had three characteristics in mind. The first one is he wanted
This
the
is where the
largest
NASCARs
track.
come from, isn't it? Or the
Second,
motorcycles.
he wanted the fastest track. And third, he wanted that perfect over. Well, back in 1959, he did have the largest track, 2.5 miles a day. Also had the fastest track, that speeds today of 190 to 200 miles an hour. Well, that third characteristic, that perfect oval, he was not able to pull off because the air collision on one side of it, and then back in the very back, instead of a very large golf track. So in order for him to put that 2.5 miles of racing surface within a 180-acre infield, he had to stretch that front stretch out just enough. So in fact, there's a 100 that put it back on track, that we are a tri-oval track, that is the racing track.
Oh, snap. Oh, snap. That's scary. It's not scary, but he's going fast.
That's 3,000. Which a 31-degree embankment. If you happen to look at the bottom edge of the track, you're going to notice a double yellow painted line.
That's where they be crashing.
The distance from that line, all the way up to the wall, happens to be a little over 4 stories. Matter of fact, it's 42 feet all the way up to the wall. Now guys, picture if you will, cars going side by side, nose to tail, inches apart. 190 to 200 miles an hour. 2 wide, 3 wide, and sometimes even 4 wide. Now guys, if you've ever seen any of our races, and you see those drivers jockeying in pole position at close to 200 miles an hour, up to 4 wide, somebody's going to end up hitting that wall. Well, that wall is called a safety barrier. It stands for steel and foam energy reduction, and that's exactly what that system does. You see that inner wall is made up of 9 miles of hollow square tubing. The exterior concrete wall is concrete wall from the beginning. It's about 2.5 to 3 feet thick, and then sandwiched in between our foam pylons that help absorb the energy once those cars happen to hit that wall, therefore reducing injury to those drivers and destruction to those cars as much as possible. A vehicle hitting a wall at close to 200 miles an hour. Now guys, if you take a look to my left, you're going to see this is the west end of our road course. Our road course is a little over a mile in length. We used that in January for our Rolex 24-hour endurance race. We also use that for our super bikes in March, and we also use them for our go-karts in December. Now guys, when I talk about the go-karts that happen to use this whole 3.5 miles of racing surface, they're called shifters. And believe it or not, guys, those go-karts have been tracked and timed at 162 to 165 miles an hour. Guys, that is incredible. And those guys are only about an inch off the surface of the track. I'm going to take a right-hand turn here. We're going to head towards the back stretch. I'm going to do a little brief drive-by of Fort In 2016, when we did the front stretch seating renovation, they took out the back stretch seats. As you can tell, they still have a structure that held up those seats, and we still use it to this day. Well, all of our permissions and the dance on. The back stretch has a distance 3,000 feet with a 3% grade. Guys, that 3% grade is mainly for rain runoff. At this time, guys, I'd like to turn attention to in front of us at the new seating renovation. That was completed in 2016 at a price tag of $400 million. From one end to the other is 8/10 of a mile. And guys, believe it or not, when those engineers drew up the blueprints for this seating area, they had to take into consideration the curvature of the earth. So there's a 7-inch difference from one end to the other. We now have a seating population of 101,500 folks. And the height of those seats, guys, from the bottom seat all the way up to the top, a little over 52 stories. Matter of fact, it's 152 feet all the way up to the top. Guys, I know you've noticed already that those seats are all different colors. And believe it or not, there's a reason for that. You see, that is a trick of the media. Those fans are watching one of our races on TV. And those TV cameras, and from the left to right, it makes it look like all those seats are full. But you guys know as well as I do that during that great Daytona 500, all those seats are full. To my left, guys, and I'll talk to you about that World Center Racing building that's located right in the middle of the front stretch. On the very rooftop, guys, I'd like to talk to you about what happens up there. When you see that NASCAR icon to the left of the W in wood, from that icon on the roof, as we took back, that area is for the people that want the suites with the camping side. Right above that NASCAR icon on the W in wood, you'll see a cutout of the railing system. That's where they happen to position some that present our races worldwide. And then from the in world all the way to the right on that rooftop, those areas are for the spotters. If you guys are not familiar with that terminology, every one of our drivers out here doing close to 200 miles an hour, up to 4 watts, has got somebody on that rooftop watching their every move, trying to keep those boys out of trouble. Now the top glass level, like I said, are the suites. The middle glass level happens to be our Rolex lounge. And the bottom glass area happens to be our press boxes. Now I'd like to talk to you about those black and white seats. What is so special about those seats? Well, that's our tri-oval club. It's not exactly a club, they just call it that. But guys, if you happen to purchase those seats, there's a lot of benefits. You're right in the middle of the front stretch. You're right in front of the flagman. You're right in front of the start-finish line. You're right in front of pit road. I mean, victory lane. And you're in the middle of pit road. So that's the benefits of those seats. Looking to my left, guys, getting ready to come around our east end of our race course. This happens to be our 180-degree hairpin turn. We call our international curve. Now, if I can have your attention to look to my right, you're going to notice a very beautiful RV parking area. And guys, this happens to be for the owners and the drivers of the cup cars. It's strategically placed right across from the garages. So when it's time for those bad boys to go racing, all they got to do is step foot right out of their RV, walk across the street, and they are at their job. If you continue looking to my right, you're going to notice our red, white, and blue Advent Health Care Center. That's actually a state-of-the-art mini hospital. During the course of our races, we'll have doctors, nurses, paramedics, and anybody else that they feel like they would need on staff for the duration of our race days. It's a mandatory visit. If any of our drivers gets into a substantial crash, they'll either then be released to go back into the garages, or they'll be released to go back, or they'll be taken to the nearest trauma center about 2 miles away. Now guys, this area that I'm getting ready to into now happens to be our fan zone. It's brought to you by the University of Northwestern Ohio. It's a separate ticketed area. Besides purchasing your ticket to get into the Speedway, you also have to purchase a ticket for this area. But guys, it is well worth it. This is the hub of the entertainment. Before the races, during the races, as well as after the races. And guys, there is a lot of perks for having to purchase this fan zone area. As soon as I take this little turn right here, if you look to my right, you're going to notice The inside walls of our customer garages, they're red and white. Each one of those garages happens to have a very large observation window. So guys, if you happen to purchase the ticket for the fan zone area, you have access to those garages. So you can actually watch those crews work on their cars all day long. You also have access to the rooftops of those garages. So you can actually watch the entire race from there, or you can bounce back from your ticketed area across the way. Now guys, I did tell you it's a separate ticketed area, and I'm going to give you a strong hint on how to almost purchase 2 of those tickets. The track allows you to bring in a 14 by 14 soft-sided cooler. Now guys, that'll hold 18 cans of your favorite beverage and $9 a beer here. $7 or $8 for a soda pop. You guys do the math. If 2 people brings in 1 cooler, you can save almost enough money to purchase those fan zone tickets. Guys, this parking lot right here happens to be our blue and white garages. This is for our Rolex cars as well as our Xfinity Series cars. And this portion of the lot that I happen to be driving on right now is where they park their car haulers. So when it's time for those guys to load the cars, they'll drop the backpack, wheel those cars into their respective drivers, and they'll commence immediately jumping on that cars and get them ready to go racing. Guys, we're coming to our first stop. Please stay seated until the track comes to a complete stop. And then I'll come back there on the passenger side, and I'll grip those chains for you. We are getting ready to go into Victory Lane.
He said they did the thing.
No, they
We're
said
into Victory Lane, boy.
stop and
You'll find out.
pits.
Oh.
Finish in the pits.
Woohoo! Yes!
I feel like a winner.
Before I let you guys off, I want to talk to you about the number 3. It's not Dale Earnhardt's number on the side of this car. It's a 3-mile walk back to the Tours building if you guys take off. Don't let me know you're taking off. I've worked here 9 years. I've not lost anybody yet. So I want to keep that record.
Well, we need the steps.
Get your ride with the drivers.
Go. Why you gonna get there? Which one y'all dropping? Most likely CJ.
That's CJ's.
I'm right here.
It's yours or just?
Mine's in my pocket.
You sure? No, mine right here.
Where you
Say,
Oh, yours are there because you over 12. She got his. Justin. Angela's in my pocket. I know that.
Definitely Justin's. She didn't have no ticket. Put that thing in your pocket.
It was just in my pocket. How did it go out?
Then why would you put it in the same pocket your wallet? So when you pull that, you're going to drop it out again.
I'm gonna pull out my-
run around the track.
I'm gonna be able to run around the track.
How you want to take a picture from the road?